Hey friends, today I wanted to talk a little bit about building a new pig enclosure. So if you're brand new to pigs and you're just planning things out, or if you already have had pigs for a while but maybe think it's time for a remodel on your current pig pen, either way, let's talk through some of the most important things to think through for your pig setup so that you will have the happiest pigs and make your life easier. So when you're planning a pig area, the first thing you need to think through is the size of your enclosure. Now, if you Google, how big of a pig pen do I need? You're going to get an answer between 50 and 100 square feet per pig. To put that into perspective, 50 to 100 square feet is about the size of a bathroom or a walk-in closet. And if you're hoping for unhappy pigs and a pig pen that smells like a bathroom, this is a great size. But let's try to think a little bit bigger. Pigs need exercise just like any other creature. So an area that has room to roam, run, and play will make for much happier and healthier animals. In addition, pigs are very clean animals. So if you give them enough space to keep their bathroom area away from their sleeping and eating areas, they will greatly appreciate it. On our farm, we aim for pens that are about 50 feet by 50 feet. That's 2,500 square feet, about the size of a modest house. At this size, our pigs have plenty of room to eat, sleep, graze, poop, wallow, all in different areas. This is also a big enough area that their waste matter can break down rather than piling up, which means you won't need to muck or deal with that gross pig pen smell. Small pens smell, big pens don't. Now let's talk fencing. Pigs are so smart. But don't worry, that makes them fairly easy to fence. The best way to fence your pigs is a two-step method: a physical barrier and an electric wire. Pigs are pretty short animals, and they aren't much of jumpers, so a fairly short fence will work just fine. We use hog panels and welded wire for our pig fencing, and both are under 3 feet tall. But pigs are prone to rubbing on or otherwise ruining your fences, so here's where the electric wire comes in. A single strand of electric wire will keep your animals off the fence. Pigs are smart, so they only need to touch an electric fence 1 or 2 times before they understand they do not want to touch that fence again. Then your fencing is safe from them rubbing up against it or otherwise trying to break it. Your pigs are safe and secure, and you don't have to worry about replacing the fence all the time. Once your pigs are contained, there are 3 more things they need: food, water, and shelter. Food is an easy one. Buy heavy-duty plastic or rubber feed bowls for 1 or 2 pigs. If you have more, you might consider a trough. You can easily make 3 troughs from one 55-gallon barrel by cutting it into thirds. If you're growing out feeders, look into an automatic bulk feeder. They can be pricey, but they'll save you the hassle of twice-a-day feedings. But be sure you're only using these for pigs who are destined for the butcher. Pigs that are meant for breeding should have their diet closely regulated so that they'll stay in top breeding condition. Water is a little more tricky. Pigs really love water when it's on the ground and mixed with dirt. Mud. They really love mud. But if you're planning to keep some clean drinking water around for them, you'll need to make sure it's well secured. Pigs drink between 2 and 4 gallons of water per day, so you want to make sure your water setup includes some sort of reservoir, or you can easily hook it up to a hose. We use 55-gallon barrels on our farm. This is typically enough water for 2 pigs for a week, which means we're only having to refill waters once a week. Our barrels are connected to automatic water bowls that are screwed into wood and attached to our fencing. If you want a full explanation of our favorite water setup, check out the video above. The last thing your pig needs is a good shelter. There are tons of options out there for pig shelters, but here's what is important. Your pigs need shade from the sun and a place to get out of the elements, like wind, rain, and snow. So what this means is your shelter needs to have a roof and at least 3 walls to block the wind. We really like these 4-sided shelters with a half wall in front. It allows the pigs to tuck back in the corner whenever it's cold, and it blocks the wind a lot better than a simple 3-sided structure. Because we live in Texas, where the summer is especially brutal, we also provide shades over our wallows for our pigs. This keeps their wallow from drying out as quickly and gives them shade so that they're not in direct sunlight as they're trying to cool off. The most important thing is for you to think about your own climate when you're deciding what kind of shelter your pigs need. And the last thing to think about is where to put all of this. The most important item to consider when you're trying to decide the location of your new pig area is access to water. Depending on whether or not you can use a hose setup for your water, You may be refilling your water somewhere between once a week and several times a day, so make sure you can reach it with a hose. Beyond that, think through how far you want to walk each morning and night to feed them. Pigs don't need a great deal of attention, but you will be walking out there twice a day to feed, so it's worth thinking through. We keep our pigs just outside our backyard. Because we give them big areas, there's no smell. And I really enjoy being able to check on them just by glancing out the window. So now you're ready. Go design an enclosure for your pigs that will make them very happy animals and will make your life easier. If you have questions about designing a pig area that I haven't answered here, or just general questions about Maishon pigs or goats, please let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to help any way I can. Thanks for watching.